Welcome along to the Football Martin channel. Thank you for tuning in. A brand new weekly show coming your way. It's called This Saints Weekly. We're going to be reflecting upon everything that's happened at Southampton within the last 7 days. These shows will go out on a Wednesday. Going to be joined by different guests each week. Going to kick off with a fan's favourite on the channel today. Football dad Roger is joining me, and we're going to be making these episodes to reflect upon the week at Saints. What's happened, and we'll go back to the first game in the game week, and then we'll work the way through any news, anything that's happened at the club. We can react upon it, chat about it, and get you guys involved in the conversation below. Coming up in today's episode, we're going to reflect upon Stoke City at the weekend. We're going to talk about that. We're going to look at last night, because at the time of recording, we played at Carrow Road last night in the EFL Carabao Cup. Saints winning on the night as well, 3-0 victory at Carrow Road through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. The draw is made this evening, Wednesday, and we're also going to be chatting transfer news. And at the time of recording, it has just broken before I press play on this camera that Finn Azaz is close to agreeing a deal to become a Southampton player. We're going to react upon all of that in today's show. Dad, thank you very much for joining me. Going to go back to Saturday before we speak about last night's game in the Carabao Cup. Saints Stoke at the weekend. We haven't had an opportunity to talk on camera about it, but it was not a great afternoon at St Mary's.
No.
A lot of old habits, you said, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a lot of old habits. The tapping around at the back, losing the ball, being caught on the blind side. I said to you before the game that I thought it was quite a pivotal game, even though it's quite early on, because if we got a positive result, then we could think the season was getting going. Negative result, then the worries would start, funneling back in, because the fans are fragile. They're still not convinced by any of it, really. And we would, sadly, that's the way it went. I mean, I don't think we really got to grips with Stoke at all. The speed that they broke was unstoppable. Two wide players that were really quick, which we lack. Personal, there was generally there were players that made mistakes. Downs made mistakes. Maybe Bazzuno for the second goal, and generally we just weren't up to it. I think I said to you at half time, all of a sudden we look like a sort of average championship side.
Yeah.
Which is
sad to see, isn't it, at this stage. We're still in the middle of a big transition, players coming in. We'll cover all of that very, very shortly. It was a disappointing result. Just recapping on Stoke, it was just walked away and I felt really despondent. I felt it was so positive after the Ipswich game. I don't know about you. And, turning it round against Wrexham late on, that late winner. Then you go to Ipswich, which was dubbed as the blockbuster. We walk out with the point, you thought, if you take momentum into Stoke, it could have really kicked us off. And I spoke about it a lot on the channel. It just didn't happen.
No, I mean, I think it's easy to forget what happened last season and how bad it was and how much damage it's caused to the whole club, the fans, the players, everyone. And those scars are still there. Those mistakes are still there. And it's not going to be ironed out until the majority of the players that were playing last year have been moved on. So it's probably going to take 3 or 4 transfer windows. The uncertainty about players staying and going. I mean, really, this month is all about being surviving. You said average 2 points a game. Well, that's not happened as yet. But at least we have got some positivity with the result last night. But it's not going to be an easy season. I don't care what anybody says. People saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to walk the league. We've got the best squad in the league." It's not going to be easy. There will be a lot of ups and downs along the road, and last Saturday was the first real bump in the road, if you like.
There was a bump in the road, that's for sure. Last night got back to winning ways. Carrow Road, EFL Carabao Cup. I know a lot of clubs. I've chatted with a lot of people, friends that I chat to regularly, texts and calls. And the EFL Carabao Cup, it's not taken serious by a lot of teams, is it now?
No, it's not.
There's a lot of fixtures, but an opportunity for Steele, with a massive squad, to have a look at players and try and get people into rhythm. And last night, probably the biggest positive was that you've had a couple walk out of it with a bit of confidence that they may not have had going into it.
I agree. I mean, the first half was poor, really. it was interesting. There's quite a lot of talk about McCarthy and Bazzuno, which one's the number one, and they both got assets that the other hasn't got. But McCarthy is a good shot stopper, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
His distribution with his feet is not good. He's a big guy. He's not agile. I still think we should have signed a number 2 / number 1 as opposed to signing a number 3, because they've both got faults in them, and I think it needed somebody stronger in there to push both of them.
Yeah, I don't think that the signing this week, goalkeeping wise, is going to like you say, really go on and push those two keepers. That's the big thing.
No, Adam Blackmore and Joe were talking about it, and Joe said he doesn't see the desire, particularly with McCarthy, to really push himself.
He's got a body language that he wants to play.
Body language, and Long is younger than Lumley, so maybe he's an upgrade. But I kind of think that they would have been better off looking for a better keeper, personally.
Yeah, no, I do agree on that. And a really good number 2 would have been good. Hard to find. One thing I would say.
Absolutely.
Really difficult to find. Taking some more positives out of the Norwich game last night, I did a reaction video on the channel, and I spoke about Cameron Archer, and I listened to Adam and Joe as well. And the confidence that will give him a goal it will be massive, no matter what anyone says. I still want to see more from him. Like, I watch him, and I said it in the reaction video last night, I still want him to drop a shoulder and go past players, have that confidence to really go on the offensive, really have a go. And I think Joe spoke about it a lot, Joe Tessam, during the commentary as well, that he's just he plays that safe pass all the time. He doesn't want to give the ball away. Sometimes just be a bit more risky because he's got a bit about him.
But again, as we spoke about last time, a lot of that comes down to his confidence from what happened last season. But and he needs a good target man next to him. And I mean, between him and Adam Armstrong, there's got to be a decision who they're going to play. And I think it's probably time to give Archer a decent go, because Armstrong's really struggling the way it is. But again, they've got to be played in their right positions.
Yeah, they've got to find a system that's going to work.
Stewart, I thought he had a couple of chances he should have scored. He's still a long way off being fully match fit.
Yeah.
I don't think we need another striker in the door. That can really play at this level.
It really spits opinion on the channel. When I read the comments on the channel, it's quite unbelievable, because a lot of people want to see a striker, and then a lot of people are in the chat saying, well, no, we don't need a striker, because we've got 4 at the club that any other championship club would gobble them up tomorrow if they had the opportunity to sign them.
Well, I'm not sure they would. Yeah. I'm not sure they would, actually, because they're not scoring goals, and there's connection. They're apparently they're close to signing this guy from Lens, which is a 27-year-old guy. Another one we know, championship experience.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we should have signed Danny Ings, but he's gone to Sheffield United today.
Yeah, that's happened today. Danny Ings to Sheffield United. Yeah. Give us your thoughts on that in the comments box below. Would you have taken him at Southampton? I know a lot of fans would have done. Do you know what? I probably would have done. I would have taken him. Because I just think he's somebody that knows our club, experience at the highest level. We don't buy experience that often.
And the two at Wrexham, Kiefer Moore and Josh Windass. I would have taken either's. Windass is 31. He's been around. He's played a lot of football. I think he would have been an ideal player to bring in. But we brought Downs in, and he's a long way off the finished product. Long way. And there is maybe a thought that he needs to go on loan.
Yeah.
But £7 million. I mean, the owners, it's gamble on young players, and the success rate is poor, isn't it?
Well, it has been poor, and we're going to cover all the incomings, outgoings on the channel very shortly. If you're tuning in podcast format, if you're downloading, listening whilst you're on your move, you may hear the wind rustling in the background. We're grabbing the last of the summer, and we're outside at my dad's. He's got a lovely little outbuilding outside. It's perfect for sitting and having a football chat. We usually do this off camera, but we brought it on camera, especially for you today, so you have the pleasure of listening to me and my dad debate football. Many of you will enjoy it, many of you may not enjoy it, but I hope that you are enjoying it. If you are, subscribe to the channel and smash a like on the video. Make sure you do get involved in the conversation below with everything that we are talking about. Like I said, this show will be weekly along with everything else that I do on the channel. Right, we want to talk about transfer window, incomings, outgoings. We're going to go back to last week. Mads Roslev come in on Friday. That was announced by the club. Undisclosed fee from Brentford. Thoughts on that signing? Good one?
From how he played last night and the little bit we saw on Saturday, I think he's an upgrade on Sugawara.
Yeah.
Probably an upgrade on Bree. Early days, but he seems to know how to hold his position.
Yeah.
And he seems to be quick. And I'm quite happy with him at the moment.
A little bit of experience. We talk about...
Yeah.
He's played at the level, he knows it. Maybe... Yeah. I spoke to a few Brentford fans, and I had one Brentford fan to describe him as a Francis Benali type player, a real clubman. And when he said Benali, I thought, oh no, he's going to be one of these people that makes really rash tackles. No, he was quality, but he made rash tackles, didn't he? He made bad tackles.
Yeah, I won't have a word against Fran. He is a one-off. He's unique, and he's what Southampton Football Club is all about.
Yeah. Worst Francis Benali tackle I ever saw, I think, was the one against John Fashanu. Never seen quite anything like it. Studs up. Absolute shocker of a tackle. I remember growing up watching him, obviously, as a kid, and some of the tackles he used to make were quite incredible at times. So that was the first signing. Mads Roslev come in. We're quite happy with that. I feel it's a decent bit of business, to be fair. Then we come on to outgoings.
Okay.
Next up was Tyler Dibbling. His move finally completed to Everton. I've already reacted to it on the channel already. So everybody knows my opinion about it. I think he's gone to a club with a wonderful fan base because a lot of Evertonians tune in. So be easy on the Evertonians because they're immense. I love the Evertonians.
No, they're fine.
Great fans, good club. How do you feel about the move?
I think it was a good fee. Whether it's a good move for him is another matter. I think the most upsetting thing is the way him and his representatives behaved in his last few weeks at the club. I think Saint showed him a lot of loyalty when he went to Chelsea and it all went wrong. And unfortunately this time, if he gets homesick and wants to come back, there's no way back. But I think it's good business for the club. I hope he develops. But how many times have we seen players move on from Southampton and never lived up to their full potential? So good luck, Tyler. We'll wait and see. Yeah,
I wish him all the best. I did put a message on. As there's a little ant rolling across my camera as well. There's a little red ant on my camera. So if you saw that go across the screen, it was a little red ant on my camera. We're outside, like I say. It's a bit chilly. Summer feels like it's drifting away. I feel like summer's drifting away now.
It's drifted. Summer is over.
But like those transitions between seasons, I hate this time of year. You go from summer, all these beautiful light evenings, and then you're going into it's a bit colder, the temperature's dropping, the floodlights are on at football. That's the bit I like.
That's the best
is the floodlights on at football games.
Yeah.
Sad, isn't it?
Having to get your winter coat out. I
hate winter coats.
I bought some Under Armour thermal tops today, so I'm ready for a long, hard winter.
Yeah, I don't like winter too much, but the one thing that does get me through winter is definitely football. There's no doubt about that. The floodlights, that's why I'm hoping and praying that tonight when the EFL draw is made for the Carabao Cup, we've got a home draw, we can get to St Mary's under the lights. There's nothing quite like it. I used to love going to the Dow. My dad took me when I was younger. Under the lights, absolutely immense. What a place that was under the lights.
Those old floodlights, it's unbelievable. And sometimes it used to take ages for them to come on. And then one or two of them would go off and it was always a bit of a gamble. Yeah. We never actually had them all go off in one go, I don't think.
So we've gone from that to light shows before games. Quite ridiculous, really. Don't even light shows before games. If I said to you 40 years ago watching Saints at the Dow, there's going to be light shows in years to come, you would have laughed your head off at me.
Well, if they flashed the lights at the Dow, they would definitely not come back on.
Blown a few bulbs.
And it's all that, and it's the pyrotechnic as well. I mean, it's more like Cow's Week firework night. It's not football for me.
So we covered Tyler Dibbling. I'm gutted to see him go, but wish him all the best. Top lad. I know he tunes into my TikTok, so I've already put a nice little message out for him already.
Nice one.
Top lad. Right. What else has happened? So we've had Dibbling go out. Sugawara, he left Monday yesterday. He's gone out on loan. There's an option to buy as well. probably it was always on the cards, wasn't it, when you had Roslev come in?
Yeah, I mean there was sort of something said that the Japan manager said that he wanted his players playing in the top 5 leagues in the world, and the Championship's not one of them.
How's he getting a World Cup squad, by the way? Jesus.
Well,
dear me.
He wasn't Premier League quality, so there was a big hope he was going to be Championship quality.
Yeah, he wasn't that neither.
It didn't. No, and it just didn't. From what I can see, he's a really nice, amiable lad. He's settled in well, but it's not really worked out for him. But then you can say that about a lot of players.
Yeah, we go back to making terrible signings. Yeah, he's probably one of those. I'm not sure what we paid for him, actually. It was around 7 million, something like that.
7 million.
We're not getting that back for him, like no chance. Another player that's gone out this morning at the time of recording is Armal Bella-Kotchap. He has joined Serie A side Hellas Verona on loan as an option to buy. His contract's actually out at the end of the season, so how's that work? I think it's the end of this season.
Yeah, it's the end of the season.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, it is.
So how are we going to get any money for him?
We're not going to get any money for him.
We're not going to get any money for him,
I mean, that was on paper, he looked like a good signing. He had potential. Maybe there was an attitude problem. He came in, he ended up playing under some dreadful coaches. He went out, he came back. Russell Martin didn't rate him. And I think there's probably faults on both sides, but, it's really the best that the Bella-Kotchap book is closed finally. Yeah,
the saga that went on, can't say I've really seen him have that many good games, to be quite honest with you. So, right, talking transfers, let's talk about what else has been happening in the window. So we also had a loanee go out as well, didn't we? Who went out on loan? I was trying to think of other players that went out on loan.
Young French lad.
Case Andrew's gone out on loan. That was I haven't put it on my notes. He went out yesterday. He's got one for the future, isn't he? He's going to
It'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah, it will be good. Yeah,
so good luck to him. Hope his loan works out well. Top talent. There's still a big few days ahead in the transfer window. Time of recording is Wednesday. And we've got till Monday till the window closes. The big news this afternoon at the time of recording this podcast, this video, this show, is that Saints are on the verge of signing Finn Azaz from Middlesbrough, 12 plus 3. So they're paying big money for him. I heard that Saints have made a bid for him a few weeks ago, way short of the valuation. It looks like they've gone back. They obviously really wanted to bring him in. He's a good player from all accounts.
Yeah, the stats are good. Interesting, Middlesbrough have also signed Matt Targett on loan today from Newcastle.
Good business, yeah.
And anybody's got their thoughts on whether he would have done a job for us?
Yeah, we've got a lot of left backs, that's anything I would say. But yeah, I guess Charlie Taylor, you've been upgraded on Charlie Taylor.
I think Charlie Taylor kind of did all right last night.
Yeah, he did all right when he came on.
Obviously, Wellington's going to be out for a while.
We should have touched upon the Wellington injury. They reckon that's long term.
Yeah,
won't be any sign of him anytime soon.
Wasn't good. Manning, he's very good going forward. That's all I'll say. But it's an interesting point though.
Yeah, no, it is. So Finn Azaz is coming in. I'm excited by that signing. We're going to cover all of that on my channel in the next few hours. So stay tuned for that for sure. EFL Carabao Cup live this evening, the draw, 10 o'clock transfer show, all combined into one. Hopefully I've got this uploaded and out by then. This brand new show on the channel, like I say, it's going to be weekly. The Saints Weekly with Football Martin, this week joined by Football Dad, and it will be out every single Wednesday, available to download on all the major platforms as well. So Finn Azaz is going to come in by the looks of things, as long as I can get that over the line. There's a lot of talk about a lad, Morgan Gilavugi from Lons, could be on his way in by the looks of things. A little bit underwhelmed by this one, I have to be honest.
No championship experience, no experience of English football, another gamble. But something I wanted to touch on, we've not mentioned Joe Aribo and Adozi.
Nowhere to be seen, neither of them.
Adozi, I think at the moment he could have done a job. We need to bring in a wide player. He's another player getting paid, not playing.
Yeah,
ridiculous. If they've got to sort the situation out with these players, they've got to reduce the squad size. So they either get them back in and get them fit and use them, or they've got to bin them.
Yeah, I totally agree. What else do you expect to happen this week? Who do you see going out? I see a shot going out this week. I see someone going out that nobody expected to go out. I think we'll be really surprised what happens between now and Monday. In my head, and I might be wrong in saying this, I wouldn't be at all surprised to see Adam Armstrong go. I wouldn't be surprised, though he started all the games, isn't he? He started every game, isn't he? Other than the cup games, he started the league games.
I think you're right. I think Fernandes might go. I'd be kind of
the fact they buying in Fernandes.
Yeah. I think there's a good chance he'll go actually, and I don't think that'll be a particularly moral. Yeah, won't do the morale with the fans a lot of good if he goes.
No.
Diaz, he won't be going back to Sheffield United now, will he?
No.
But no, I think he'd probably be going.
Apparently, he's got options. God knows where the options are and why anybody would be interested in signing him. He's had a terrible couple of years as a player.
Cows Sports, perhaps?
Yeah, probably. That's about his standard, really. I've never seen a player have the ball hit his heel or heel a ball out.
I mean, it's just another place.
It's
just
so
really
bad.
I've never known so many players come in and it's not worked out for them. The recruitment is dodgy, to say the least.
Criminal.
But you know, my final recap is that this week is really critical, not just for the football club but for the owners, because if the owners don't get this transfer window right, then the spotlight is going to be really on the fans. Have been so forgiving of them. They've let them get away with blue murder, really. And if we end up at the end of the window and it's looked messy up to now, if I'm honest, underwhelming and messy, then I think there's going to be a lot of finger pointing, and quite right.
Yeah, Johannes Spors does have a big few days ahead of him, still trying to get players out the door. Like we touched upon Aribo, obviously Edozie. I've spoken about Adam Armstrong. I think we all want him to probably stay, but I just wouldn't. What I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised. And also the other one's Taylor Harwood-Bellis, whether he stays. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go either.
I was going to say one of those defenders might be moved on one way, and Harwood-Bellis, maybe Edwards go out on loan, although he played really well last night.
I wasn't sure on him last night. I thought he was shaky. He started the game shaky.
Yeah, he's not settled well coming back. But see, that is the only problem with loan deals. Sometimes players come back and they just don't blend. I mean, Shea Charles has been a real plus for me, because he's come back and he's got back into. He
took quite a bit of criticism in my comments. When I read the comments, I always read the comments on the videos, and he took a bit of stick.
I thought he's better than Flynn Downs. I think Downs is. I mean, both of them are not. Their pass is not always accurate, but Downs seems to just dig himself into terrible holes sometimes.
It's almost like he slipped back into playing like he thinks is Russell Martin still the gaffer. He slipped back into playing his football. He looks for the safe pass and looks to give it short all the time.
Do you think he might be looking for a move to Rangers? That could be a late deal, couldn't it?
It could be a late deal.
Yeah, Russell's doing really well up there.
Yeah, Fabrizio Romano, I've got my computer in front of me. He has announced it, that Southampton have agreed a deal to sign Finn as a striker, as a new striker. I thought he played in the number 10 role, but there you go. For 12 million. Fixed fee plus 3 million add-on. Medical is taking place in the next 24 hours. Could he make his debut at the weekend against Watford? Excited to get to Watford at the weekend.
While you're talking about Fabrizio, did you see the tower he was in, the spy tower on the?
No.
There was when they did the computer mock-up of Long signing. He was there. I mean. Unbelievable.
What, in the Saints video?
Yeah.
I haven't watched the video.
It's unbelievable, because it starts off with, real goalkeeper legends like Peter Shilton, Antti Niemi, and then Will Steele bops along, and then all of a sudden he's at Carrow Road and it's George Long, and I'm thinking to myself, what is going on here?
Well, Romano's in the video.
Yeah, it's AI gone desperately wrong, in my opinion. yeah, he's up in a spy tower and he avoids him.
Well, he's announced at the time of recording that Finn Azaz will be a Saint. Good news, good business. I will get a Middlesbrough fan channel on the channel to talk about Finn Azaz and get a bit of an insight from the Middlesbrough perspective, which is what I like to do. Right, we're going to wrap up the show today as we close things out. I wanted to quickly touch upon Watford at the weekend. Final game before the international break, pre-match preview of that one dropping on Friday morning here on the channel. Content galore on the FootballMartin channel, just dropping that one in there. What's your thoughts on that one?
Goodness knows.
Tough game?
Well, yeah, every game is going to be tough, but they should go into it with a bit more hope after last night. I just hope that he doesn't play Adam Armstrong at number 9 or Archer at number 9. He's going to have to play a big man, whoever it is. Perhaps Jack Stevens even, a holding player.
I never see the bloke takes over a stick on my channel, by the way, in Jack Stevens, in the comments. He takes absolute pelters. And every time I meet people at the stadium, there's like, can't believe he's still playing Jack Stevens. I was like, well, get used to it because he's going to be playing every week. I think there's been far, far worse players in our side other than Jack Stevens this year. Why people just jump on him?
Yeah.
Don't they? Big time.
Perhaps we should ask people who do they think is their worst ever Saints player?
Worst ever Saints player. That's a good one. Other than Ali Dyer.
Yeah, we can't include him.
You cannot include Ali Dyer. We were at that game. He took me as a kid to that game to watch Saints Leeds that afternoon. I remember it really, really well.
I remember he had really thin legs, and I thought he doesn't. Those legs aren't a footballer's legs. Right. But I'll just chuck you in. I'm going to go for Lou Chatterley. He came.
He was a physio, didn't he? Or
he was. Yeah, he came with Laurie Mack and Ian Turner, and he never had a good game for Saints, unfortunately. But then he didn't play many games.
Lou Chatterley, get involved in the conversation below. Worst player to ever play for Saints. We've gone off on a bit of a tangent. But it's been a brilliant 26, 27 minutes or so here on the channel. I hope you've enjoyed this episode on the Football Martin channel. There will be many, many more shows like this. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you again very, very soon.